All right, hello, eighth graders. So this is your homework tonight on IXL. I got two problems here that we're going to go over. Solve using substitution, okay? So as I said in class, first thing you have to remember is what does the word substitution mean, okay? It means you're going to replace something for something, right? You're substituting it. So if we look at this first problem here, see if I can zoom in here. All right, so we got y equals 7, and then we got another equation that's negative 5x minus 3y equals 4. Okay, so it's telling us right here that y equals 7. All right, so all we're going to do is substitute, hence the key word there, substitute the 7 in for y in our second equation. Okay, so it's going to become negative 5x minus 3. Here's what I'm substituting, right? I'm taking out that y and I'm putting in 7 equals 4. Okay, so now I'm just solving it like we should know how to do already, right? So I got negative 5x. I got negative 3 times 7, which is negative 21, equals 4. Okay, I need to get x by itself. So I'm going to add 21 to both sides. Eliminates this one. 4 plus 21 is 25. So now I got negative 5x equals 25. Lastly, to isolate x, get it by itself, I need to divide each side by negative 5. And now x equals 25 divided by negative 5 is negative 5. Okay, so when it's asking on IXL for the coordinates, remember your x coordinate is always going to go first. So my x coordinate is right here. It's negative 5. And my y coordinate they gave me at the very beginning, which was 7. Okay, so negative 5, 7. All right, so let me go back and share. Actually, it's the other problem. Okay, so that's the answer for that one. Let's look at another one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Okay, so now we're looking at, we got two more equations, y equals 10x plus 10 and y equals 4x minus 2. Okay, so it's telling us that y equals something. So we're going to substitute one of these equations in for y. All right, so I'm going to take this, 4x minus 2, and I'm going to substitute it in for y. Because it's telling me that y equals this, so therefore I'm going to write 4x minus 2, okay, which is y, because they told me y equals that. So 4x minus 2 equals 10x plus 10. Okay, and now I can solve it to find out what x is going to be. So I'm going to subtract 4x here. It'll eliminate this. Subtract 4x here. I have negative 2 now equals 6x plus 10. Okay, isolating x, so I got to get x by itself. So I'm going to subtract 10. That eliminates that. Subtract 10. Okay, now I have negative 12 equals 6 times x. Lastly, I got to divide by 6 to get rid of them. Divide by 6. X is going to equal negative 2. Okay, so I got my coordinate now for x, which is negative 2. I have to figure out what y is now. To figure out what y is, I'm going to plug my x back into one of these equations. It does not matter which one. You could do the top one or you could do the bottom one. And that way I'll be able to find out my y. So I'm going to take my x coordinate negative 2 and I'm going to plug it into the bottom one. Y equals 4x minus 2. So if I do that, I'm going to have y equals 4 times my new x, which was negative 2, minus 2. And this will be able to tell me what my y will be. So y is going to equal 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, minus 2, y is going to be negative 10. So I now know both of my points. I got negative 2, negative 10. That's the answer. Okay, let's go to IXL. I'm going to share a couple of these here with you and look at them. All right, so I think this is the one we just did. It is. So negative 2 And what was the other one? It was -2, -10. Okay, so let's look at this one. One more, okay? So we got substitution, all right? So I'm going to choose one of these. Okay, I'm going to take the first one, y equals 5x plus 7, and I'm going to substitute that into the second equation. All right, so now I'm going to have 5x plus 7 equals 4x plus 5. All right, now I can solve what x is going to be. So I'm going to subtract 4x here. These go away. I'm going to subtract 4x over here. Now I have x plus 7 equals 5. My last step is I need to subtract 7 here, subtract 7 here. X is going to be -2. Okay, so I can already know, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. I already know that this is going to be -2. Now I just got to find out what y is going to be. Okay, to do that, I'm going to take my -2 and I'm going to plug it into one of these equations. Again, it does not matter which one. I'm going to do the top one. So I have y equals 5 times my x, which I said was -2, plus 7. And now I will be able to figure out what y is going to be. So y equals 5 times -2 is -10, plus 7. Y equals -3. So now I can put -3 in here. See, and now it tells me the points. So that's all you're doing for your homework tonight. All right, we'll go over this a little bit more tomorrow. We're going to start a new lesson on this, and we will talk about the test you took today also. All right, hope you guys have a good night.